The joy of a playground, it's what fills your heart at 8 years old. But Wyatt Bloom is 8 going on 18, and his feelings go much deeper.
We ride our bikes on the bike paths here in Clarksville, and he'd noticed some things at overpasses and such, and started asking about people who don't have homes.
His dad, Michael Bloom, started to answer these questions for his son, but his answers weren't good enough for Wyatt.
I just don't want them to sleep on hard concrete the whole night. They might be hurting, and it might hurt their heart.
And he decided that that really wasn't fair, and that somebody should do something about that. And he said, well, someone should give them a sleeping bag. And I said, well, you're right. He said, well, we can give them my sleeping bag. I said, we could. You wouldn't have one. And he said, well, I have $18. I'll go buy him a sleeping bag.
So they made a deal.
He said he'll help me by giving me $5, and so I can buy some sleeping bags for homeless people.
$5 from Dad for every one Wyatt would spend.
He had to give himself a name. He had to set a goal. His goal was 10 sleeping bags.
And like a real adult, Wyatt took on a new business venture.
To help other people.
To whom it may concern.
He wrote up a business letter, his best attempt, and drove around to all the retailers here in Clarksville that sell sleeping bags and spoke with the manager himself and handed his letter and collected some donations that way. And
Guys, I'm Wyatt, and I'm going to buy some sleeping bags.
before we knew it, the entire breezeway at our house was covered in sleeping bags.
Check the link below.
Wyatt's super sleep took off.
When I sent them off the first time, I had like at least 27 sleeping bags.
And that's when Exit Zero Homeless Outreach jumped in.
For a child to reach out to dad saying, hey, I want to do this for my birthday, it's overwhelming.
Paul Stensrud, the director, has helped this determined young man take his vision and make it a reality.
So it's really truly a blessing, because this is kind of how we stay alive. Sleeping bags are lifesavers because it keeps that body temperature in, and it keeps them alive during the cold temperatures.
Wyatt saw a problem.
If they sleep on concrete, it might hurt their feelings.
And created his own solution.
During times like this, it gives us hope.
So every time he rides by an overpass on his way to play at the playground, he can see his change in action.